When someone suddenly grows distant, starts treating you differently, or disappears from your life without closure, it's easy to assume it's rejection, but what if it's divine protection, and God is secretly removing a friend not to hurt you, but to help you? There are moments when God steps in and starts rearranging your circle, not out of cruelty, but because He knows what you can't see. He hears the conversations behind your back, sees the envy behind the smiles, and knows when someone's presence is delaying your purpose. One hidden sign is when the relationship begins to feel forced. You're always the one initiating, over-explaining, or trying to fix what keeps breaking, but nothing flows, and peace is nowhere to be found. That's not just emotional burnout, it's a spiritual interruption. Amos 3 verse 3 says, "Can two walk together unless they are agreed?" And when God is calling you higher, He will expose the quiet misalignment that's been tolerated too long. Sometimes, the friend He removes isn't evil, they're just expired. They were part of your past season, but not your next assignment, and keeping them in your future would sabotage the blessing He's preparing for you. Watch closely. If their presence constantly pulls you back into old habits, negative patterns, or spiritual compromise, that's not friendship, it's warfare disguised as familiarity. Another warning is when their influence starts to dilute your identity. You feel smaller around them, you downplay your faith to keep the peace, or you notice your fire for God dims every time you engage with them. That's not harmless, that's a spiritual trap. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14 reminds us, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers," and while this often refers to relationships, it applies to friendships that drag you out of alignment with your purpose. Sometimes God removes them without a dramatic fallout, no fight, no betrayal, just silence, distance, and a sudden loss of connection, because if He allowed a confrontation, you'd try to fix what He already ended. And here's the shocking truth. You praying for elevation while holding on to expired friendships is spiritual contradiction. You cannot receive the new while clinging to what God already closed. Romans 8 verse 28 promises that all things work together for good, but only when you trust Him enough to release what's no longer part of your destiny. This is your moment of clarity. If God has removed someone, stop chasing them, stop questioning why, and start thanking Him for the redirection. He's not being harsh, He's being holy, setting you apart for something greater. Your purpose is too precious to be weighed down by dead connections.